Here, but she does credit. I hope you're all having a great day so far. Welcome to my channel. So we're about to get into it about tax write-off. So I bet you your day just got even better because you're here. So anyways, let's get right into tax write-offs. So actually, in all honesty, a lot of people don't pay the proper amount of taxes, therefore they owe, or their refund isn't as much as they would like it to be. It doesn't matter if you have a kid, a dependent, whatever, like Uncle Sam still wants his money, right? So a lot of people will ask me, is there anything you could do to get it up or get me a higher refund? If you have a business or a side hustle or whatever, you could try with deductions like a Schedule C, right? And that's just like stuff that you use for your business, like Wi-Fi, cell phone, supplies, the mileage on your car of, going back and forth. It could be your laptop, your logo, your website. There's so many different things, right? But a lot of people want a higher refund, so that's something that you have to do. But then I just want to tell you, in all honesty, be careful with these write-offs, be careful with these deductions. Why? Because if you're looking to get a home, especially in the next 2 years, or you're applying for a certain program, or you would like a loan or whatever, they typically look at your tax returns, right? And it's not necessarily about how much you make, it's about how much money you keep and your debt to income ratio along with that. So even if you made 100 grand, like people will say, I make 100 grand, but you're spending 80 of it. So how much do we really have, right? So a lot of people want these write-offs because they're thinking about the now, or needing the money now from their tax refund, right? But when it comes down the lines where they're applying for a mortgage or trying to get into a program or getting a loan, you take that chance and that risk of getting denied, right? So I remember when I was shopping for my home a few years ago, I made at that time a little over $40,000. This is when I was working in corporate America, and I had a side hustle, not credit. I had a side hustle. I was in a company, and I had like $10,000 worth of write-offs. And they said, and I received like 4 or 5 grand worth of a tax refund that year. And the loan officer said to me, he's like, you made this, but you're writing this off. So it's like, where's this money going to? And with these write-offs, it could put you in a different category as far as what you're qualified for, right? So whenever people ask me, can you give me a higher refund? Can you write things off? I always ask them these questions because I don't want to do something and then you get denied or you're upset down the line. I'm always going to be honest and transparent. Sometimes, honest to God, is so much in write-offs just to get you out of the negative. You're better off just setting up a payment plan. Like if you owe a few hundred or a few $1,000s and I have to write $30,000 worth of expenses off so you don't owe $2,000, that's kind of not making sense. But to each its own, So I just want you to be mindful and be careful of these things. Like I have a client that makes 6 figures, over 6 figures, and they had like $10,000 that they owed because they didn't pay enough taxes. He's looking to get an investment property, and he's like, you know what, I don't want you to take too much off. I'll just bite the bullet and pay this amount, but it's not as much as it would have been if I didn't step in, and because he actually does have a legitimate business, right? So just be mindful, just be careful of this. Something I'll say is that a lot of people just care about the now. They just want the money now, and that's all that matters to them. That's awesome, but you make your money and then your AGI, or your adjusted gross income, literally goes down because they look at the tax returns. So that's something I want you to be mindful of. If you have any further questions or need clarification, especially if you're putting yourself in that position to purchase a home or just getting a loan or whatever, I definitely recommend speaking to not only a financial advisor, but maybe a loan officer that you're looking to work with, a realtor. If you're looking to get into a certain program, asking that person in that department that helps to handle it. If you're my client, I'm here to help. But other than that, if you're not getting too much taken out of your taxes with HR, you know, definitely speak to them. I always say that the more you claim is the more you're taking out, like the more dependents, right? But some people, they also want to keep as much money as they can, and they pay for it when tax season comes around because their refund is not as high or they may owe. So these are all just factors to take in. Just be smart, speak to whomever you have to speak to just to get that proper guidance. So that's all I pretty much had to say for today. Like, you could be balling in this refund and then we can't get you a house. I don't want that. So that's all I have for today. This is Elissa here with She Does Credit. Until next time. Bye. Come on. Come on.